Okay, so what I'm doing here is I am using Firebase to see if I can build a app that will be my software development expert. And so what this is doing is saying allow users to upload code repositories for analysis. This will be an automatic code analysis, automatically analyzes uploaded code to understand its functions, dependencies, overall architecture. Generative AI tool can suggest code improvements. I don't remember mentioning needing code improvements, but yeah, okay. Category identification. Intelligently categorize different code blocks based on their purpose and functionality, e.g., Azure log gathering, API interaction, threat analysis, and visually represent the connections and dependencies between different files and functions within the repository. Generate English language explanation for each code block detailing its functionality, inputs, outputs, in relationship to other code. Allow users to interactively explore the code base, view explanations, and trace dependencies. Detect pieces of code with a security related focus. All right. So we're gonna prototype this app, and what I needed to do, be, I needed to be um, a replacement for like a developer with experience that I don't have, and I needed to tell me all of the things that I don't know, so that way I can figure out how code works, as well as take snippets of code once it categorizes it and repurpose it for something else. So let's see. We'll wait for this to prototype. Right now, Nala wants to play with her snake. You always trying to grab a higher piece of the snake. I know what you be trying to do. So you wanted the squeaky side. Well, you always trying to grab the part closest to my hand. Ready? All right, so it's generating the code right now, so we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. I did mean to start recording this earlier. I was working on it, but I wasn't recording it, so I've been working on this for at least about 20 minutes now.
Dai, sulla destra. Dai, zitta, non scendo. Non lo fa. Non lo fa. Una merda. Una merda. Vuoi che sono accorti? Come ti sei? Con che ti sei accorti? No. Ma che parlate di me? Oh, con che ti sei accorti? Ma che parlate? Dai, su sta mano. Rispondimi. Ah, no.
And I'm in the nets.
Dai, dai, dai. Dai. Dai, sì, vabbè.
Huh. So the intentions for this, if I haven't kind of made it clear, is I need to take this code that I'm working with that's meant for or built for AI, um, ge generative AI, agentic AI that takes logs and analyzes the logs for threats. But what I want to do is I want to find a way to take that code and repurpose it to not only look for threats, but also look for abuses of compliance. and see if it can detect before it even happens, or before a real threat even happens, and attempt to um, bypass compliance and also to check results of compliance and see, what results might have been missed, and from there, be able to see like if like there's a gap in a compliance framework from with Tenable, you can scan compliance. You can scan like an environment for CIS benchmarks, and it'll tell you what dude, why does it have me pasting code? So this is what's going to be the hardest part is getting this to understand like I don't just want you to look at a paragraph of code. I need you to look at an entire repository, which I might have to start this whole thing all the way over and figure out if I can do that or not. Excuse me. So now this is where this gets bad because when you edit this, when you upload a repository, so we want this one, right? Upload 19 files, 9 files, okay. When you upload a repository, a lot of times, yeah, you get this crap. So that's why, no, we're just gonna start from scratch because I've had this issue before. So we just gonna jump back to the beginning, delete this. I don't like it. Make that I can upload a repository of files up in the application as well as the AI built in AI analysis needs to be able to view all of the uploaded files and understand how it all relates. Don't do copy and paste an individual file. That would be the built-in AI analysis that you will code in needs to be able to understand an entire Python repository. You got one on that. You got it. Let's see, grandma. What's for you? I already gave you some. I already gave you some. I already gave you some. You also have your food bowl over there, man. You ain't hungry. You just want my food. You just want my food. Hmm? Ain't that right? Ain't that right? You just want my food. You're not supposed to be eating human food anyways. Hmm? Like, what you doing, bro? Hmm? Okay. I'm still recording. which I forgot. Look here, getting distracted by Nala, but hopefully it'll upload the code that I am trying to build. I'm trying to get my bread. You wanted my bread? You were trying to get my bread? I know. Yeah, you got the crusties on your face. Excuse me. Sorry. I wonder if this app is getting better or worse. We'll see. I need to see. Is that a donut? He just slapped him. Okay. But these folks cannot fight. Don't know what they was chasing you for. These folks cannot fight at all. Oh, okay. Let's see if this is a crap show or not. Boom. Analyze repository. Suited. Okay, of course. Handle this. Oh, wait. It needs a API key. Auto generate API key. Repo IQ. Interesting name. This repository constitutes an agentic AI-powered cybersecurity threat hunting tool designed to augment SOC analysts, security operations center analysts. Its function is to automate the cycle of querying security logs from Microsoft Defender for Endpoint and various Azure services, applying large language models to analyze these logs for suspicious activity, and proposing actionable responses, including direct remediation actions like VM isolation. The system begins with a natural language query from an analyst, which is then translated by the LLM into a structured KQL query for Azure Log Analytics. After data retrieval, a specialized LLM analyzes the logs, mapping threats to minor attacks, identifying indicators of compromise. Okay, so API key exposure, potential threats and security concerns include, okay, overprivileged API keys, LLM hallucination interpretations, guardrails evasion, despite guardrails, dependency vulnerabilities. The use of third-party libraries may introduce supply chain risks, uncontrolled remediation, data leakage via LLM or Azure Key Vault 2. Immediate recommendations: secure API keys, migrate sensitive keys to environment variables or Azure. Enhance LLM input-output validation, implement more robust validation of LLM outputs, and consider a human-in-the-loop mechanism for generating KQL. Role-based access control, enforce least privilege. Okay. All right. Code categories: API and key orchestration and main flow. Log analytics workspace log gathering. Now, what you do with this is dedicated to querying log analytics for security events. It involves constructing Kusto queries based on user input, executing them against specific workspace, and processing the raw data. Open API interaction. All right, so what I need this right here to be. I don't think that. So let's start with this first. Or let's go with here. Orchestration, import keys. Be honest with you, I don't know if it's worth it. I need this whole section though. Verify where this was located. What file was this located in? And I all need all the I need to know what file was this located in all the areas where there is a reference to the categories, not just one area. Okay, so this went from bad to worse. Okay. So before, and my instructions are probably unclear. I'm really trying to get it to use its own AI capabilities to make sense out of my idea. And I probably could explain it better, but Like before, it at least had multiple, has some lines of code. I mean, it does say where it was pulled from, model.management.py, but I can't even see the whole code. I need to make the text wrap. Try this again. I want the DS store. He about to lose. Winning.
So fast. So fast. Holiday, Denari, Santabello, and Brilliant. And so fast. 21-19. That's the wrap. Thank you so much. Really appreciate having us. We'll take this back to the hotel car. Risky move. Drive. Americano. Not so sweet. You come. Back to you. Allora, open next week, change your plans. Be sure that rest them. We will.
What is the issue? Fix the error. See, this is one thing I don't understand about Firebase. Like, if you create an issue, just fix it. Instead of telling me, hey, we got an error, like, fix the error. That's just a drawback that I got about Firebase. But then the tough part is when you see this error, most likely it's going to be some little, whenever it fixes something, it's probably going to be some bull, or it's probably going to be another error. Should have just stuck with the first part. The way it had it the first time was working. I need to go back up and grab. Let me go back up and grab this. Somebody just go back to what we had it before. To the original repo IQ. So I feel like now this is going to take forever. But we're not about to waste video because it seems like it's about to be some troubleshooting that I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to stop it here.